Okay, I got the pans scrubbed, scraped, coated. This is triple coated with rust resistant primer. Back there kind of mixed with the black, kind of turned black. And I did the door panels just so I can get this. Now with this, you can rub this off and that comes off real easy. And then I'll repaint it. Put it all in here. Can't really see because but pretty nice in there. Back there, it's all done. Just gonna keep it primed for a while, and then I'll coat it with like that stuff that they coat the truck liners with, the bed liners. Go all the way back in there. Once again, it mixed with the black a little bit because I did triple coats. All the way in there. All nice and coated. I'm stoked. This doesn't have that much goop stuff on it, but it'll be easier to scrape off when it's like this. With the paints over it, it kind of solidifies because it's like silicone, really, poly and stick, not sticky, but it doesn't come off. But with the paint, when I scrape it off, it'll be nice and easy. Little update on the cleaning. I did some massive cleaning and it's super clean now. Still got that oil leak in the oil cooler. I'll have to fix that someday, one of these days. In here, I cleaned that, the gas tank, and then I noticed this vent line that goes to charcoal canister. Before there was a plastic thing up here and this was connected up here. If you have this hose running down, just laying down next to these wires and cables or cable, then what will happen is the vacuum or the suction inside the tank will just shoot it out the line and it'll go into your charcoal canister in the back and it'll just evaporate and you'll lose a bunch of your gas. So you have to have it up high, of course, gravity, and the liquid will go here and then the air will come out here like it's supposed to. That's why they had it up. They had it connected to here so it would be high. But the plastic thing they had on here was it was just drenched in gasoline. You could touch it and gas would come out. So that's better. I had to put my flip around. So that's there. It's getting pretty good. Glad this is happy in here now. I just got to figure out how water somehow comes in and it drips out from under here. And there's a vent hose. There's a little hole there with the hose that goes for your air vent. The water is getting in there. I don't know if it's through here or through here. Like water's coming in here and then just getting in. Because when I was working on my brakes, the brake cylinder or fluid reservoir is right here, and I spilled a bunch actually, and it went on the inside and it came out down there. I had brake fluid all down here, so I realized the brake fluid was going in through. I'll open this again. So, like I spilled, I was up here and I spilled a ton of it and it went back there. And I don't have a flashlight now, but it's pretty open back there. And so the brake fluid went back there and I realized, okay, there's a leak. The brake fluid's leaking in there. But then one day it rained real hard and it filled up. It actually leaked through here or something, and I just got a new seal. Maybe the seal isn't good now right here because of this weird loop and stuff. But I thought maybe it came in through there or it came in through the air vent, because I have that. But I pretty much have that covered. But water can still get in there. But the water from here will go into here and drain out. So I'm just wondering how the water got in there. If anyone knows, I need to. Well, I think I sealed it up because when it happened the last time, the first time it rained, I noticed there was brake fluid there, and I go, oh, that sucks. So I poured water down there and to clean it out, to get the brake fluid out, and then I rinsed and washed all this stuff. And I noticed that you could put water down there and water would come out. So I thought, well, maybe the water can come through. And then when it rained, water came through. And I was like, holy, that sucks. What did I do to fix it? God, I don't remember what I did. I tightened the bolts on the seal right there. I tightened the bolts on it because there's bolts that hold it in, or the nuts, and or screws. And I opened this up. See how you can, if you put a razor blade in here, you can get this rubber open up. I did that on the outside, and I put silicone in it, and then cut it off when it dried. So that might have sealed up the water from coming in down there, because it hasn't happened since the brake fluid or that rain, or when I poured the water down there. So I hope that's because then that means no more water on here. Because after a big rain, I'd come out and my pad would be soaked, and I would have to take this out and let it just air dry. And then I let the pad dry and I put it back in, and it's fine. But now that I got this fixed, the water won't be coming in through here, so that's good. And water doesn't come in through any other places. Water does come in through behind here. It's all rusty. Like if I opened it up and showed you, you'd be like, oh my God. And that's because on the other side where that moon vent is, it's all rusted. But on the outside, I sealed it up so no water could come in through here, because before, water was just coming through the body and then dripping down here, and then dripping all over the place, and then rusting it out even more. So I got on the other side, I ground it down and puttied it up and primered it and painted over it and sealed it, and water hasn't came in. The last winter, no water came in through here. So that was good. And I did the same, water was coming in through here, and I got a razor blade, I slid it down there, opened this up. I didn't slice it, I just put it in between the rubber and the glass, and then I pulled the razor blade and I put caulking in there, and that sealed that up. No more. And there was water. See, there's water damage here. Water was coming out of here and coming out of here and going into there, and it was just all fungus growing up here. I had moss growing in here. And so it's pretty awesome. Just gotta air this puppy out.